Hey guys, Brooksy Tech here, and I am doing a follow-up video to part one of my server rebuild video, moving over to Ryzen. So have a few upgrades after I got everything here in the case, but I am going to swap out this 37X I got 3700X I got on eBay for a pretty good deal. Not the cheapest, but it's definitely showing the 2600 is not going to be fast enough for my needs, especially because the 2600 only has PCIe 3.0, and I can tell some of my expansion cards are being limited by that, due to be in a smaller PCI slot. And then I just got a cheap, kind of a no-name, low-profile heatsink because they won't fit under these exhaust fans. I'm not expecting it to be the greatest cooler in the world. It's just like a IS30, I don't even know the brand name, ID Cooling, I guess. But these exhaust or intake fans sit right over the cooler, so they should be getting plenty of airflow. But these just weren't cutting it because I had to take the fan off the just the Wraith Stealth cooler. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like inside. Where this fan's gonna reach. So I got everything set up. Got just the video card. This is my SFP Plus 10 gig card, so I just have that wired directly to my gaming PC. And then this is the LSI SAS controller to connect my 12 hard drives and a ZFS array. As you can see, I took the fan off and it did okay with the 2600. It probably would be okay with the 3600 or 3700X, but just a little too toasty for my liking. And then I had to use this USB 3.0 controller because for whatever reason I have about a 25-foot USB controller from my desk to the server in the closet, and with my old server motherboard it worked just fine, but when plugging into these ports, Proxmox tells me like USB error. I'm guessing it's just because the USB ports don't have enough power to them, but using this USB 3.0 card fixed the issue, so I can just have my little KVM USB switch on my desk, and then I run a VGA cable to the desk as well, so I can do any configuration on the monitor side. But so I'll throw that in there, but I would rather not use it if I could use one of the USB ports, as this is taking up a valuable PCIe 1 slot. All right, so let's go and get this stuff swapped out. One thing I don't like about this cooler is I have to take the motherboard off to get it installed, but once I get the 3700X in here, I don't plan on taking it off anytime soon. Maybe in a year or two when Ryzen 4000 series chips drop in price, but I imagine those are going to be pretty expensive at first and in limited supply. But I am excited for the performance boost it has. But nice thing about the 3700X is this is about, at least going off past mark score, is about like I think it's a 22,000 or 23,000, and my dual 2650 V2s were only like 18, 17, something like that. And I mean, they used 105 watts each. That was the rated TDP. This is 65 watts. That's why I went with this. I was thinking maybe a 3900X, but first of all, I couldn't justify the price. I mean, that was a little too spendy for me, but also you really bump up the heat, and this thing gets pretty toasty in my closet. So trying to keep the heat down, but same TDP. This cooler should be okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this installed, and then I'll let you guys know what I think. All right, well, that was a unexpected, stressful moment. As you can see, the 3700X is in, but I took it out of the packaging that it was in, and I noticed right away I could see that there were a few bent pins, and I definitely did not expect that. So after about an hour of using like a needle and some really fine tweezers, I don't know where I put them, I was able to get the pins mostly lined up, and then I just kind of test fitted it, and it was almost there, and so I kind of just pushed it in, and you know, that was definitely stressful, but I got it in, and I just ran to the office real quick and hooked everything up, and it did boot after an extremely long time. So that was a little nerve-wracking, but I think we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cooler mounted, put everything back together, and then I'll show you guys one final shot of the finished product. Okay, everything is put back together. Cables are a little messy, but as you can see, everything's in. I notice this card seems to be a little bent. I think it's because this fan I have on here, I might need to release some of that tension, but I'd rather have a fan than no fan, because this gets very toasty without it. In this case, because I have these quieter fans, so they don't push as much airflow. But yeah, I'll definitely do a part 3 video. I need to do some cleanup, and I'm still waiting on the IO shield anyway, so as you can see, I can stick my hand in here, so I'll have to kind of readjust everything one last time, but should be good. I got the CPU fan. I got the cooler connected over here because it's just easier to do the front panel cover fans right there, and then I just set them all at full speed anyways because this is in a closet, I can't hear it. And then I'm thinking about maybe doing another intake fan right here to help the hard drives get some extra airflow. They do get pretty toasty, but I don't think too hot. But yeah, we're gonna get everything put back together and you know, boot things up. But yeah, definitely excited to have the increased power. You know, with the 8-core 16-thread processor, got the 64 gigs of RAM. Again, this is slower RAM. It's 2400 megahertz, nothing fancy, but you know, for running VMs, I don't need super fast timings for playing games and stuff. But I might overclock it a little bit. Maybe I'll see how the temps are. I might try and overclock a little bit, but honestly, I want more stability than speed. As long as I have the overall performance of the system. In fact, I might try and do some underclocking. But this runs things like my Blue Iris security software and Plex, and I'm definitely going to set up some other VMs, maybe do some home automation stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to leave some comments down below and give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thanks.